Hello, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to the channel. This is for Bramble Fox and I am going to use these birds and a couple of stars as well that's in the shop, and everything will be linked down below. Now, as you can tell, I pulled out some of the pieces and I am using the Hip Kit collection, which is the January collection for these photos of at Monkey Mountain. If you have not followed me on my personal channel, what I am doing is I am working on Lake Constant in Germany. We were stationed in Germany for almost 3.5 years, and we went to Lake Constant 3 different times, and now I'm in the Monkey Mountain section of my photos. So this is of my daughter. My daughter is looking at this one monkey, so I'm doing it like as it's her view. So one picture is focused on like her face and the monkey is kind of mirrored, and then the other one is focused on the monkey and then her face is blurry, or the back of her face is blurry. And so that's what is the photos. And I do my distress. It's just a regular pen. Everybody asks me all the time like what pens I use, and it's just a regular teacher pen that I got in one of my crates. So as long as you have a black pen that is like the journaling pens, those would work for your lines if you choose to do that type of a line. It's kind of been my go-to for quite a while, and I think that it's going to probably stick around for a hot minute right now. But I am taking the photos and I'm backing them up, and I'm doing this line, like this scheme of just sticking to this one side and allowing the colorful photo for the monkeys to look at. So since there's a lot to this background, and it doesn't bother me that it's busy, busy paper on busy paper, because for me that's, my style, I am going to keep it like this busy and it doesn't bother me. And as the monkeys are looking off to the page, I'm going to put a focal point in the middle of the photos. So I'm just getting out the embellishments that I would like to use for my layout, and I come up with the title of Good Vibes, and I felt that it fits pretty well. Like this collection that I feel from Hip Kit is very like vintage 1970s, 1980s, and it's totally my realm. And so I'm placing kind of these like different pieces everywhere. And I'm starting out, I feel like we're going to put a bird on top. Now, I know that as long as, I've done some random things. I will admit to that on my layouts. However, this was very random to add these birds like I did. So I hope that you guys can look at the fact of how I was able to take something that I struggled big time. And I'm going to admit it. The thing is that I do realize that a lot of scrapbookers may not admit to how they struggle. And being on a design team, you've got just that little bit more of a pressure to like use products. And this one really pushed me out of my norm, because I do random things. Like I've said it time and time again, especially on my personal channel. I'm constantly, saying as long as the color matches, you can put down just about anything. But this was a little bit random. But I feel like at the end, you will see like the still shots and how this comes together. I feel that it works out really well. I think that this is one of the collections that I do enjoy. And I feel that with the color tones and just the pieces that it works out. So I do use 3 of these random birds, and then I do come in with, I think, 3 stars. So I use some of the acrylic pieces that way. Obviously the still shots are definitely at the end. Make sure that you go check out the channel, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Between Bramble Fox's YouTube channel and then obviously the personal channel, my personal channel, we're always looking for new new subscribers to the YouTube family. So make sure that you like and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so that you can get notified each and every time that we upload to the channel. That would be fantastic for the group, or for the channel, I should say. So here I am. This is what I said. Like, I'm building this collection and this cluster so that the monkeys have something to look at. Now, while the monkeys look like they're kind of just looking off to dead space, that's why I added this bigger cluster here. So I started, if you don't know, like, my clustering is not always in thirds, but you see that I do my clustering so that it makes sense. Obviously, I did my cluster at the top and the bottom, and then I did left to right, or right to left, however you want to look at it. So I started in the smaller section, and then I made it bigger as it went across the page because the monkeys are looking at it. Just to give you a little bit of food for thought, because sometimes I get questions about how do you embellish the way you do, and I just look to see kind of like what fits and what makes sense. So my title is Be Amazing, Good Vibes. That's kind of like what I was going for this. And this took a lot for my daughter to really just look at these guys and be like, okay, I'm getting better at it. It took her a hot minute. I do have some photos of her that you guys will see too. And here is the splatters I was talking about. So I made the splatters go bigger so that they had something to look at. The still shots are coming up. I hope that you like this inspiration. I hope this gives you inspiration. Make sure you all are staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.